Hey, current future stars. Are you a woman that dates men? Are you looking for a boyfriend? I mean, think about it. It's about to be the New Year's, and you want to have your New Year's kiss with somebody, right? Have you thought about what type of boyfriend you want? Have you thought about the strong boyfriend, the rich and generous boyfriend? Might I even interest you with a dog boyfriend? What's a dog boyfriend, you may ask? Well, dog boyfriends typically aren't known for being a dog lover, nor are they known for even owning a dog. In fact, they are the dog. Well, technically, no, they're not actually the dog. Like, the girls, thankfully, aren't actually dating, like, dogs. But a dog boyfriend resembles the personality of a dog so much to the point where, like, they're just like, you know what? That's my man. That's my golden retriever boyfriend. Instead of just, like, saying the personality traits of them, which is what I'm going to be using as to describe really what the dog boyfriend is, what's through, and what's in the thumbnail, the golden retriever boyfriend. To truly describe to you what golden retriever boyfriend is, we have to first figure out when did the trend emerge. According to distractify.com, the term golden retriever boyfriend first emerged in 2021 on TikTok and peaked in 2023. It describes a friendly, social, and kind boyfriend. So in my opinion, the correct term for this boyfriend would be friendly, social, or kind. But instead, we decided to label them as the golden retriever. The most common thing that I've noticed in the golden retriever boyfriend trend is not only the cuteness and fun things about it, but also the glamorization of the incompetent yet just want to cuddle boyfriend. I mean, most of the videos under this trend was all the girlfriends weirdly losing their boyfriends, specifically in grocery stores. And then, like, the caption being something in our lines of, oh my god, look at my boyfriend, being lost in a grocery store. Like, look how cute he is trying to find me.
There you are.
Most of those captions was just giving to me was just like, I think my boyfriend is so incompetent to the point where I will label him as a dog and treat him like such when he does normal things like lose me in a grocery store. Another thing I noticed about the trend was not only the glamorization of kind of like dehumanizing these men and making them be like, oh, they're just cute little dogs being lost instead of just like actual human beings just being lost, is the trend being really white. Like, if you've seen the videos that I've shown previously, that literally all those video examples, all the boyfriends were white and typically had blonde hair. In fact, according to New York Post, the common physical attributes for a golden retriever boyfriend is an adorable smile, big brown eyes, and a tuft of golden hair. And examples they used was Taylor Swift's boyfriend, who was a white man. And they used many other white men as examples of the golden retriever boyfriend. I'll explain later on in a later segment as to why there is a lot of whiteness in the golden retriever boyfriend trend. But for now, I want to see, how are other people's reactions to the golden retriever boyfriend trend? Well, in the Sun article, Sheena Park had really interesting opinions towards the golden retriever boyfriend trend. Sheena Park, a TikTok user, described the viral personality trait saying, usually, golden retriever boys are pretty athletic. He's probably super energetic and likes going on hikes and may enjoy playing spike ball with his friends. They can get a little hyper and are a bit goofy sometimes, but overall they're very sweet and genuine loyal guys. You know, those boys that you see and you're just like, wow, you're a wholesome and just have like a warm personality. That's a golden retriever boy. That was said by a different user. Either way, no, that's just a loyal, kind boyfriend. So based on this article and many other comments posted under the golden retriever boyfriend trend, a lot of people find the trend fun, cute, and hope to also have a golden retriever boyfriend. Honestly, who can blame them? It does seem fun and sweet to have a boyfriend who is just as kind as a golden retriever. But the issue with this trend is how these boyfriends are being treated in these relationships. Based on what we've seen so far, the trend always seems to dehumanize the boyfriend. Through denormalizing normal things like needs of physical affection and or getting lost in the grocery store, the label golden retriever seems to treat the boyfriend's needs and wants in a relationship as a thing that dogs want and not humans. So when they are recorded and commented about, it is as though they are pets to the girlfriend. Also, the trend progressed, people began to realize, there's golden retriever boyfriends, but there's no label for the girlfriend. So instead of leaving the girlfriend as a human being, which I feel like that would be way better than adding a label, they decided to add a label onto the girlfriend as well. You might be wondering, what label did they give the girlfriend? Was it a golden retriever? Because it makes sense, golden retriever and a golden retriever being together, all so cute. No. Was it a human being? Like, maybe they added like an adjective like, oh, the fun girlfriend, or the cute girlfriend, or the girlfriend that's always recording me in a grocery store when I get lost, even though like I'm just trying to find her and I'm very nervous and scared because I don't know what happened to her. No. They don't give any of those things. In fact, they also put an animal label onto the girlfriend. A cat. A black cat.
The black cat golden retriever couple dynamic is weak. The hottest thing that you could do is both be black cats and be a bad omen to society together.
Like I said, another thing that was added into the golden retriever trend was the black cat counterpart. According to Chesburger, the black cat is a reference to antisocial introverted girlfriends that like to keep their circle small. Again, why can't we just say the girlfriend's introverted? It's pretty ironic that they even chose a black cat to be the black cat girlfriend, considering the fact that black cats are known to be the exact opposite of that. One of the ways black cats make exceptional pets is because black cats can warm up to people quickly, even being in stressful environments, which makes them typically outgoing no matter where they are, and they also like to meet new people, which makes the complete opposite to the antisocial part of the black cat girlfriend. Plus, it also just makes it even more confusing because they added antisocial, but antisocial is typically connected to the antisocial disorder, which has nothing to do with socialization. So just for them proves that that's not correct when it comes to black cats and the black cat girlfriend. I mean, granted, I could see why they added introvert because they said that black cats are more reserved than other cats, hence why they probably chose the black cat girlfriend to be the girlfriend, but either way, black cats aren't antisocial. Furthermore, while I was researching more on the phenomenon of the black cat and golden retriever to find a good example of a black cat and golden retriever boyfriend trend, the Sun article had a humorous, I could say, example as to what they think is a good example of the black cat golden retriever boyfriend trend, which is Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly being prime examples of the duo.
You said to me,
"You smell like weed."
and I said, I am weed.
And then you vanished.
Declaring what's emo or not, and then I didn't make the cut. Emo, 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 emo.
By the way, if that's your golden retriever boyfriend, but what makes this trend even more just is not only the golden retriever trend, using a golden retriever as a fact of describing the boyfriend being a green flag, a dog flag, actually. Should be more precise considering using dogs instead of people. In describing these boyfriends as dogs, it has slowly becomes, as we see in the videos, the girlfriends treating the boyfriends as those dogs. It's seen as like, oh, look at that cute dog, like being lost in a grocery store. Look, my boyfriend's just a golden retriever because he wants physical affection. Oh my god, he wants physical affection. He's a golden retriever. It's weird. He's still a man. He's still a human being. But somehow the trend didn't just stop there.
So when the golden retriever boyfriend TikToks came out, it made so much sense to me. I've dated one before, but it's just not for me. Golden retriever boyfriends are the sweetest guys ever. But for some women like me, it honestly just made me feel insecure. So I ended up marrying the opposite. I married a German Shepherd husband.
They decided, let's add more dog breed personality traits. Like the German Shepherd boyfriend, the Labrador boyfriend, and the boyfriend breed that made me want to make this video because it terrified me that much, the Doberman boyfriend.
If your type is to date a strong, gorgeous Doberman, you need to look for these zodiacs.
According to Urban Dictionary, the Doberman boyfriend is a male significant other that is bigger and more physically capable to protect his companion. It is loyal, accommodating, and submissive to a significant other. So why would I have an issue as to the Doberman boyfriend, besides the fact of labeling him as the Doberman? Well, this video on TikTok. Honestly, when I first saw this video, I didn't read the caption. Well, I did, but the only thing I read was 4 months and finally found a car and Doberman boyfriend. And in my head, I was just thinking, if this is what a Doberman boyfriend is, that's crazy. It is not cool that whoever the person was to yell at your girlfriend, That's not cool at all. But what's not cool, even cooler, is tracking the person down who did it. And my questions is really just like, why didn't your boyfriend address the person face to face when it did happen, that 4 months prior when that happened? And then if the boyfriend wasn't there, like, how did you track this car down? Assuming this person was a random person on the street or a random person in the car yelling at you, how the hell did you find that car and track them down for 4 months? Like, there's just too much to this video where I'm just like, this is damn near criminal, isn't it? This is damn near criminal. And it really does show what happens when you just label boyfriends as dogs, because instead of like recognizing and giving responsibility to the guy of like tracking this person down, it's seen as though it was a dog that tracked him down through his like sniffler? I don't know what it's called. It is seen as like a cute thing that a dog does to like protect his owner, instead of like a weird thing a boyfriend's doing to show his strength. to his, like, even I can't think of any reasonable, like, reason for you to track a person down because a person yelled at your girlfriend 4 months ago. But my question to the current and future stars is, do you think the comment section agreed with me of how crazy and insane this is? Love how he's sitting so comfortable while waiting. He sat out there for an hour. It's as if the comments kind of forgot why he's been sitting there for an hour. Like, it's not like he's waiting there because some guy like beat up her girlfriend, like physically like attacked her girlfriend. It's because some person yelled at her. So you track this person down for 4 months? What are you, the mafia? Like, I'm like. And then the next comment being, God, it's me again. When I say I want someone crazy, who's a little crazy, this is what I mean. With the creator liking this comment and 3,777 at the time agreeing with them. We both know this isn't just a little crazy. This is borderline insanity. Like, I cannot even imagine how the person with the car feels, probably seeing this guy being like, why, like, hey, why is that girl like, if the car is very observant, like looking up, like, the girl's recording from that window and there's a guy sitting in front of my car. What is going on? Like, me as a driver, I'll be thinking, what the hell did I do to this guy again? Like, 4 months? I'd probably forget what I did. Why are you sitting in front of this man's car? And it's like, oh my God, it's so cute that he's just waiting for him there. You tracked him down for 4 months. And then someone under this comment section says, I have a Doberman mixed with a black cat boyfriend, but also mixed with a golden retriever. What? Your boyfriend's mixed with what? And this is my full reason as to why I do not like labeling men as dogs. Number one, like I said many times previously, but I'm going more in depth, it's dehumanizing. What we have noticed in this video, and what I've noticed in the researching this video, is the dehumanization of men. The dehumanization of men started with the golden retriever label was placed onto them. And in placing this label onto his boyfriend, somehow good personality traits and like just being a good person in general is not labeled as being a good person or being a green flag. It's labeled as you're a golden retriever, you're a dog. And then instead of like canceling this trend, not really canceling, but realizing, hey, this trend's kind of weird, you create more dog breeds. In labeling humans as other animals, it always leads to dehumanization of them. I mean, when have we ever seen a time where people have been labeled as animals and they still continue being treated as humans? I answer that for you. Never. Every time a human being has been labeled as an animal, the next course of action is always to then treat them as that animal. A man being labeled as a pet dog gets treated like a pet dog. In my opinion, in labeling men as animals, it creates a domino effect of people blaming the girlfriend's boyfriend for being a bad boyfriend, not because he's a terrible person, but because she didn't train him well enough. Yeah, you heard me right. Training your boyfriend. In the video, this girl talks about how to train your boyfriend, and she emphasizes the fact that it's not manipulation or control, but how to do it is to basically be unimpressed by everything he does. And examples she chooses are,
why does your room look like this? Why do you smell like this? Why are you talking like that? And you don't even have to show that much aggression. You can just make a face. Why are you talking like that?
So the issue of this training your boyfriend husband thing is not only is it dehumanizing to the guy that's being trained. And instead of being talked to like a human being, they're being treated as pets. And based on the How to Train Your Boyfriend video, they're being treated worse. Now the current issue is, now when people see nice boyfriends, the immediate assumption is, wow, how did you train your boyfriend? I do understand that the train your boyfriend and golden retriever trend tends to not be 100% connected, but the way the men are being dehumanized are pretty similar, which is why I connected them both. So when the girlfriend has troubles in the relationship and the boyfriend seems to not listen to her about her issues, instead of the boyfriend being blamed for not listening to the girlfriend, the advice that I suggested in the comment section is always, but have you tried training him? In doing this, it removes blame from the boyfriend, terrible treatment towards his girlfriend, and puts the blame onto the girlfriend for not training the boyfriend enough. Before creating and uploading this YouTube video, I decided to ask my viewers' opinions on the golden retriever trend. And let's just say the poll results and the comments under it were pretty surprising. By the way, I might do this more often, so make sure to participate in the next poll whenever I do another poll. And also comment down below if you have a golden retriever boyfriend and he doesn't remind you of Machine Gun Kelly. The results of this poll is 33% of also agreeing that the trend is odd, which thankfully, thank God you guys agree with me. 20% thinking the trend is cute and interesting, and 46% having no opinion. Yet. And here are one of the comments that I saw in the poll that I want to respond to. As a lesbian, this trend isn't really for me, so I don't want to say too much, but it does seem like an odd dynamic. Like, men are already not pulling their weight in serious relationships, and now we're romanticizing their competence. But then again, I'm not into guys, so maybe I'm just not going to be able to get it for that reason. With now 7 people liking the comment, and typically means agreement. And I kind of agree with that too, except for the fact I'm not lesbian. As I've said previously in the train your boyfriend like part of the video, it not only feels dehumanizing to like the men that are being labeled as golden retrievers or any other dog breed, but it does it does romanticize the fact of like, oh, they're not pulling their weight. Oh, I could just train them, instead of just recognizing for what it is, a bad trait or habit / personality trait that they have. And like the comment said, it is as though we're romanticizing their incompetence rather than recognizing it. Another comment that piqued my attention, and also something that I said I'll mention earlier, is the whiteness of this trend. And what the comment said is, it always gave white supremacy to me. And somebody under it saying, just because it's popular among white people doesn't mean it's automatically white supremacy. And someone asking to explain why the golden retriever boyfriend trend is a white thing. So far in the videos that I've shown you, like I've said previously, besides a couple like Asian people and now recently have been a couple black people, the trend has been majority white. After careful thinking and my own Google search, I realized, not gonna lie, that's just that white people shit.
This is a PSA that every term that you think refers to just random people with certain personality traits, it's just white people. Tall, dark, and handsome is white people, somehow. Golden Retriever boy, that's a white person that is like a kind of a nerd. Like, it's all just white people, so.
I cannot speak for other races, nor can I speak for every black person watching this video or not watching this video, but I could confidently say, us black people are tired of being dehumanized. When it comes to Jim Crow, slavery, or being placed in human zoos, which is something I haven't even been taught in history, but black African Americans from the late 1800s and 1950s were placed in human zoos for white people's amusements. And not only black people were placed in these human zoos, but other ethnicities also dealt with that same treatment. Up until the late 1950s, where Belgium, the last country in 1958, ended human zoos. So dehumanizing animal labels were not only a part of a black person's life, but also other racial identities. So in my opinion, the question isn't, why is the golden retriever boyfriend trend so white, but how could it not? White people throughout history, during and post-Atlantic slave trade, have suffered through anything but dehumanization. Other than Irish and Italian immigrants in the US, and anyone that was Jewish, if you were a Christian, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man, you were never really subjected in human dehumanization. In fact, in white supremacy, you were praised for being part of the Aryan race. So no, I do not think the golden retriever boyfriend is part of white supremacy. I just think it's a way of dehumanizing these men, because what is so supremacist of being labeled a pet? So to conclude my take on the golden retriever boyfriend trend, I still don't like it. While working on this conclusion, I was talking to my brother on the phone about the golden retriever boyfriend. In our conversation, we talked about how he's not upset that people are saying that they are like a golden retriever, but the problem is people are saying they are the golden retriever. In labeling men as dogs, not only does it not hold them accountable to any negative actions taken in the relationship, because he could just train him not to do that, but it dehumanizes him to be a pet rather than an equal partner. All the dog labels given towards men are weird and dehumanizing. I cannot stress this enough, but instead of training your boyfriend, you should just have a discussion with him about your wants and needs, come to a consensus, and if he doesn't listen to you, break up. Instead of recording him and making fun of him and losing you in a grocery store or any public place, put the phone down, go up to him and to let him know that you're still here. Also, don't glamorize the Doberman boyfriend's insanity, because what he did there was insane. Like, seriously, why the hell does he know the license plate of that guy's car? In the end, the golden retriever boyfriend trend is weird. The black cat girlfriend trend is weird. And the Doberman boyfriend, he's definitely a Doberman. Also, ladies, please date a man that genuinely likes you for you. Because if he does like you for you, you wouldn't have to train him to like you. He's your boyfriend, not your pet. By the way, my Discord server, check the link down below. Also, follow my Instagram to see pictures of me. And follow me on TikTok to see my reposts, because I barely post on TikTok. Bye. I actually have nothing in my head right now. Why did I start recording? I have nothing in my head.